Hey guys, it's Krowicki and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a 2022 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport in the Lunar Rock color. Let's get started taking a look at it. Let's start off real quick by talking about the color of this truck. This is the Lunar Rock color, which last year for the 2021 model was a TRD Pro exclusive. So if you wanted to get the Lunar Rock color, you had to go for the TRD Pro. But this year for 2022, they brought it back as a regular color. So you can get the Lunar Rock color on any trim level now. And this is a TRD Sport, so you can see we have this hood scoop up in the front. Now keep in mind that this is not a functional hood scoop, it's strictly here for aesthetics only. So not much has changed for the 2022 model year. It's pretty similar to the 2021. The only real notable differences are the silver was changed from Silver Sky Metallic to Celestial Silver. There's also now a new Blue Crush Metallic color, and the TRD Pro exclusive color for this year, 2022, is the Electric Lime. Let's start off by talking about the exterior of this Tacoma. Starting over here in the front, you can see just under the grille we have one of these cameras right here. These cameras are also just below the mirrors because this Tacoma has the panoramic 360 view / multi-terrain monitor. So when you're off-roading, you can press the camera view button and you can see everything that's under you, in front of you. It's got that full 360 degree monitor, which I'll show you later when we get to the interior. Headlights and fog lights are both LED here, so they look super cool. They've got this nice black housing around them. And you can see also in the front here, we have the Toyota logo grille, not the spelled out one. The spelled out one goes for the TRD Pros. Moving on to wheels and tires, you can see that the truck is sitting on Firestone Destinations. The size is 265/55/17, and we've got that 17-inch rim. Pretty cool looking design. It's got that silver and black. Moving on to the side of the truck, you can see just how long it is here. We've got the double cab 6-foot bed configuration here, but if you don't like the 6-foot bed, you can also get this in 5-foot as well. You can see on the side, on the front door here, we've got Tacoma spelled out. And on the bed here, you can see we have this decal that says TRD 4x4 Sport. You can see it's a decal here that you can peel off. Or like some people, you can put this decal on your SR5. Both front doors have keyless entry, so you can just touch the door handle to unlock the car and then touch on these two lines right here to lock the car. And you can see there's also blind spot monitoring on these mirrors. Moving along to the back of the truck here, you can see we've got these nice tail lights as well. There's also some parking sensors down here. Just below that, you've got your tow receiver. And also here you can plug in your adapter. So if you have a trailer, you can wire up your brake lights, your turn signal lights for the trailer. Along the tailgate here, it spells out Tacoma. We've got a little V6 badge right there. You can also lock the tailgate here. There's your handle here and reverse camera just next to that. Moving on into the bed, you can see just right here, you've got a 120 volt outlet. And just to the left of that, there's a little storage area right there. Under the hood, we have the same 3.5 liter V6 that the Tacomas have had for a couple of years now. There's still the optional 2.7 liter 4-cylinder on the SR model, but most people go ahead and choose this V6. We also have a 6-speed automatic transmission on this truck and a part-time 4-wheel drive system with a 2-speed transfer case for 4 high and 4 low. Moving on into the interior, you can see just right here next to the engine start stop, you have that transfer case where you can switch between 2-wheel, 4 high and 4 low. You are going to have to go to neutral and then push in on that dial to switch to 4 low. And also, because we are talking about off-roading features, this car does not have the crawl control that the TRD Pro and the TRD Off-Road have. So this TRD Sport instead gets a nice little sunglass holder here in its place. So no differential locker or crawl control on the TRD Sport. However, where the TRD Sport loses in its off-roading capability compared to its others, like the Off-Road and the Pro, it does gain in comfort. So you can see you have heated seats for both the driver and the passenger seats. We do have JBL speakers all around this car with this nice 9-inch touchscreen. You have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There's a button for the wireless phone charger right here, which is just below all these buttons. There's a USB to plug in for your Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. You can push on this switch right here, which will open up the glass in the back right there. You've got a button for your parking sensors, ECT power, and blind spot monitors. There's dual zone climate control, so you can have a different temperature for driver and passenger. We also have this 9-inch touchscreen here with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and JBL speakers all around this truck. We also have plenty of cup holders. You can see down on the pockets, on the door cards for each driver and passenger door. There's a cup holder there, 2 right here in the front, 1 here, kind of mini one where you can fit some maybe smaller bottles here. next to our shifter. We've also got pretty small storage space here for a truck, but it should do with all the other pockets that we have in this truck. Up at the top, we also get a sunroof up here next to our light controls, emergency SOS, and then there's the buttons over there to open and close that sunroof. Pretty standard glove box. It does say Tacoma right here, which is pretty cool. It's kind of etched into the plastic. Now with the Tacoma turned on, we can see over here we've got some buttons to the left of the steering wheel. If you do press that camera view button, you can see you've got that multi-terrain monitor. You can also set this right here if you press auto, so that when you slow down or if you're coming up to a red light, pretty much whenever you're below 5 miles an hour, this camera will turn on. So say you're coming up on a car and you don't know exactly where to stop, because the hood is so long, this will pretty much be able to tell you what's in front of you. You can also turn on and off the guidelines here. So you can see as I turn the wheel, the guidelines move to show me where I'm gonna go. Also to the left of the steering wheel here, you can see you can turn on and off the lights for the bed. You have automatic high beams and also a on and off button for that AC 120 volt back there. The seats are nice and leather. You can see they kind of have this square pattern on them right here in the center, and then the side is just the regular leather, just like the headrest here. You can see we also have a powered seat here for the driver. It is a manual seat, however, for the passenger. And then you can see we still have an old school handbrake right here, so none of the foot stuff or none of the electronic parking brakes that are in most cars now. This steering wheel also I really like. It's nice and grippy here along the sides. And then you do have this also like sturdy material up at the top and bottom. It's got like a nice gray kind of machine finish right here for the trim pieces. And the gauges do look pretty old school, but also kind of cool at the same time with their huge numbers. All right, let's talk about these steering wheel controls now. So you can see over here, you can skip or rewind songs. You can control the volume. You got a voice assistant here, switch between different audio modes. Over here, you're gonna be controlling that center screen right there, the small little MID that we have. You can go into the vehicle settings and pretty much change what you're viewing on that screen. There's a back button, and this one right here, you can pretty much set a favorite page. So if there's a page that you like on that screen that you wanna save and quickly come back to, you can hold this down to save whatever page you're on and then come back to it, but just by pressing on it. You can pick up the phone or end the call right here on the bottom left side, and on the bottom right, we have the radar cruise control and the lane depart warning. The cruise control stock is just behind the steering wheel there. Behind the steering wheel to the left, you can see we also have automatic lights. Moving on to the back seat, you can also see that there are 2 more cup holders back here, as well as some cup holders also on the doors as well. Back here, looks like we've got the floor mats that are going to be coming with this truck. I actually really like how Toyota also has floor mats for each individual of these trims. So any of these cool like TRD trims, they have their own floor mats. So this one here says TRD Sport, which is a nice touch. A small complaint that I have back here is that there are no USBs. And also, let's see, this center seat doesn't come down. So if you're not using a center seat, you can't have a little area that comes down for cup holders. And if anything, these seats are maybe a little bit too upright for my liking, but there's not much that you can do just because the bed is right behind you. And real quick, before we wrap up here in the back seats, we have a single pocket here behind the passenger seat and no pocket here behind the driver's seat. In terms of comfort here, I'm 5'9", and I'm pretty comfortable sitting behind myself. I would say it's a lot better than something like the Corolla, but not quite as spacious in the back as maybe a Camry. Lastly, let's talk about fuel efficiency. So this Tacoma TRD Sport, 6-foot bed, double cab, gets 18 in the city, 22 on the highway for a combined 20 miles per gallon. Those are some pretty all right numbers for a truck of this size, but it would be really nice to see Toyota hybridize this in the future. These are better than when the Tacomas had the 4-liter V6. So fuel efficiency has improved over the past couple years, but it would definitely be nice to see maybe a hybrid Tacoma in the future. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and consider subscribing. The channel is growing quickly, and it's allowing us to make more videos on new Toyotas and other cars as well. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.